We build community among students in several ways. First, we started out with a 3-week on-campus session where they had their very first course, where we also introduced them to a number of their professors, and where we had a number of activities with all of our students together.
The nice thing about this program is we truly have apprentice-level teachers. An apprentice already usually has typically some prior knowledge about education, has a good background academically, might not have all the experience, but really does have the base level to begin.
I always had a passion for teaching, but never had the opportunity to actually go out there on the field.
JP's doing a great job this semester. I remember challenging him on the first, week of school where we needed a translator. He came in and was a little nervous, but took care of it, translated through it. For anybody for their first couple weeks on the job to be put on that spot and then be able to handle it in a very professional manner. He mentors students, he's on board with all his planning. He's very flexible in what goes on with things, has high expectations for students and himself, so he's doing a great job. I think this is a more elaborate way to train teachers with something that is going to result in a very worthwhile person entering our profession. With the ever-changing dynamics of the teaching field, particularly in New York State, higher expectations for teachers, this is the type of training that is needed. Every time we train somebody, we learn ourselves.
The clinically rich model of teacher preparation is really based on learning by doing, by being immersed in what you're learning about in the classroom.
I think JP's impact has really been very significant, a tremendous impact.
Everybody ready? Are you guys ready? I don't hear anybody. Yes! All right. Okay.
When I started this program, I didn't know much about education, and just having the opportunity to be in a school, learn all these methodology courses, and really be out in the field and see what education is like and how it's very important for a generation, upcoming generation. I decided that I do want to teach.
In order for you to get points, if Sita starts the game, she writes it, then you have to pass the board.
This training here, to have 5 months where basically you are co-teaching every day. JP and I have a chance to talk about our lessons, talk about what went well, what would we do differently. In this model, the model that Oswego is putting forth here in this pilot program, that unlike the traditional 7-week experience that most teachers get, we really had a chance to collaborate.
Vito!
Well, SUNY Oswego is really a teacher preparation institution from its origins. We have never veered from that. We have certainly added curriculum that has expanded our mission well beyond teacher education, but we were founded more than 150 years ago as a teacher preparation place. So we know about the need for teachers, we know about the need for expertise in teachers in the classroom, that they care about the mission that they have in front of them and that they can accomplish it.
These students are spread across New York State, but they take classes together using online platforms such as Illuminate, Angel. These are online platforms that allow them to take classes both synchronously, that is at the same time together, and asynchronously at their own speed.
Working online as compared to in the classroom is pretty much the same. You have all the discussion, the same PowerPoints, the same notes, the same presentation from the teacher. The only real difference is that you're not actually in a classroom with your classmates.
One of the things that I learned from being in this program is how to develop relationship with students. So having the opportunity to be with them for 20 weeks definitely made a huge difference. And one of the key things that you need as an educator to be effective in the classroom is how to develop relationships with them. Because if you can develop relationships with them, classroom management will be much easier, and instruction itself will be better. When we first met, we were having, conversations about our personal lives, but what I noticed this time is we were all having teacher conversations. We were all talking about our students. We were all talking about, what it was like to be in the classroom. And for a second, I stood out, and I felt like I was talking to different people, because we all became new people. You know, by having this opportunity through this program, we became teachers.
I just think O-Right for me was probably the best experience that I have ever had in my life. I loved going to school every day and working with the kids, and I really found that it was my passion and that teaching was the right path for me, and this is where I want to be. And I am really glad that I got the opportunity to learn that.
I feel ready for next year. I definitely feel that I have everything that I need on my belt to be an effective educator. I am nervous, but I think that if I didn't do this program, I would be 20 times more nervous than I am now. I feel very confident.